Hello everyone. Today I want to begin with a poem from Rumi. I'm the slave who frees the master. I teach the teachers. I am essence born freshly every day. I have read this poem many times over many years. But yesterday it revealed a meaning to me that I have never experienced before. Yesterday it connected me to mercy. Not the easy kind of mercy, not the sentimental kind, but the courageous, unbearable, selfless mercy that asks you to a step beyond yourself. Yesterday, I had to put my dog to sleep. 3 months ago, I lost my first dog. 2 weeks later, I found out that my second one was very sick. For 2.5 months, I held her, nurtured her, watched over her every breath. I prayed constantly, God, if it is time, give me the courage. Or let her go on her own so I do not have to make that decision. Because I always struggle with this question. Who am I to decide life and death? Who can give me permission to act like God? Yes, society accepted euthanasia for suffering animals. But just because something is accepted does not mean we blindly follow it. I needed to know deeply in my heart that it was aligned with something higher. The day before she passed, she sat in the middle of the room and looked at me for 15 minutes, helplessly, silently. Dogs cannot speak our language, but they speak. In that gaze, I felt her asking, "Help me." The next morning, she couldn't breathe. She had not slept. She was suffering. I took her to my meditation room. I prayed. I asked the Universal Mother to guide me. I opened Rumi book, and the poem that appeared was the one I read to you. Suddenly, I understood. She was the slave who frees the master. She was the one teaching the teacher. When she was young and playful, she brought me back to my childhood joy. When she was in pain, she showed me how to sit in darkness without turning away. And now, as her body was deteriorating, she was teaching me the hardest lesson of all. The love is not about holding on. True love is about releasing. In Masnavi, Rumi's book, love is described as gentle in the beginning, sweet and soft. But in the truth, love can be furious. Love can slaughter the ego. Love demands strength. Yesterday, mercy demanded strength from me. I realized something profound. It was not about my pain. It was not about my loneliness. It was not about how much I would miss her. It was about her suffering. My responsibility was not to protect myself from grief. My responsibility was to protect her from unnecessary pain. And so I did the impossible. And in that moment, something shifted inside me. I experienced mercy at a level I have never known before. A mercy that says, it is not about you. Afterward, I felt peace. Not because it was easy, but because it was aligned. I had listened. I had acted not from fear, not from social approval, but from deep inner knowing. She freed me. She taught me that sometimes the slave is greater than a master. Sometimes the voiceless are the greatest teacher. Sometimes the body is no longer a suitable container for the soul. I am proud of myself, not for being strong, but for being willing. Willing to go beyond my grief. Willing to face grief. Willing to love in its most demanding form. This lesson is not only about a dog. It is about every moment in life when we are asked, can you go beyond your comfort? Can you go beyond your belief? Can you act from mercy rather than attachment? For me, yesterday was sacred. I gave mercy and I received mercy. I surrendered the rest to God. God bless her soul. God bless the love she gave me. And may I always remember the slave who freed the master. Thank you.